first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG Infusion Light Technology. Sorry, Infusion Light Energy Gain Technology screens. We are testing short throw demonstration. We're going to be doing this multiple times due to the fact that the lamp on my projector is about to die. It's dulling out. But we need to have some kind of ultra short throw display. And right now, it's at a dull level. I did do a demonstration explaining the difference. We do have the long throw projector here that does at 2500 eco volt. How this was easily able to overshadow this one due to the fact that the lamp is about to die on this projector, which we'll be replacing shortly. I'll be doing more demonstrations after that. But as I said before, you know, lamp's going out. So we're going to show that it actually does work on ultra short throw, which shouldn't be a problem. That's the most easiest demonstration to do due to the fact that, as I said before, ultra short throw is sitting right on top of the screen, but this one sits at a distance. All right, so the screen paint we have here, which is going to be launching tomorrow, which is going to be our ILEG Ultimate Black Cinematic. Man, this stuff does just about everything you could possibly think of. First things first, let's start this. So the projector we're using is our NEC UM361X projector. We have black paint, black fabric, and a white surface. What we don't want is we don't want the screen to come in looking like this. We don't want that. So we're testing our white levels to see how the screen reacts, and we're going to test color levels, basically showing that it picks up higher than the white surface. All right, so let's begin this real quick because I got a lot to do. I still got building on the website and some other stuff I got to work on. Let me see. Come on, get there. No commercial behind that one, which we don't need. Give me this one. Right there we go. So as you can see, we are picking up an image that is better than the black paint and black fabric, as you can see from there. We can sit over here now because we're not sitting. We don't have to sit farther back because we have the longer throw. We're in a short throw. There we go. Get this in that stand real quick. Okay. Now let's go over to 4K Snow Screensavers. Now, when we do these demonstrations with ultra short throw, like I said, we have to do it either way because it shows that the screen can pick up on an ultra short throw. Even though an ultra short throw projector is considered to be an easy demonstration, therefore, because the projector is sitting right on top of the screen. But we still have to have these demonstrations. We'll be doing more demonstrations because we do need the ultra short throw projector for the TV technology we're working on, because we have a projection screen you can actually put a TV and put the projector behind it to give a kind of a TV look and display. So we got a lamp coming in. The lamp we're going to be paying for the projector is costing me $50. Replace it, and then we'll show you the before and after, so you can see from there. But right now, we have to run this on a dull lamp until we get the other one in. But see, it's doing pretty good. It's picking up those levels, those white levels nicely. It's overpowering the black paint and black fabric, even on a dull lamp. Go. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna shut my door for this because I'm gonna get off this projector real quickly. Much better. Going right down the line. buckling out. Now what we don't want when we do these demonstrations, that's why we have the black painted black fabric to give the comparison. We don't want our black technology coming out as dark as the black painted fabric, but you can't read white light. We need to come out nice and bright. This is so easy. I get so much of a kick out of doing these things with the 50 and the 300 lumen projector. We do the splatter screens. I have so much fun with that because it's more of a harder of a competition to do all the light on and everything. Harder, more of a demonstration, but these are pretty easy to do. We just have to show it works. That's all. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let me see. We got the snow doggies. I pet that dog. I pet that dog. I pet that dog. It's funny because I'll be walking up and down when I go down and I see people walking their dog. I'm like, can I pet that dog? Oh my goodness. And I know people saying, what, the ultra short though, it's supposed to be a well lit. Yeah, we have a dull light right now. So once we get the lamp in here, we'll light it up. It's 3,600 lumens on this machine. I don't think we're going to have a problem. And it's the same projector I walked through a commercial property with. Same exact machine. No problem whatsoever. Because we had a brand new lamp in that one. That's the last time that I changed the lamp on this projector. So, surprising it lasts this long and the way we basically abuse our machines, so we run our machines constantly all the time. Yeah, I'm shocked on that. That's the last time I changed the lamp is when I was at the carrying place. So it's time to change this one. Usually your lamps don't burn out like that, but mind you, I'm hard on myself. I leave projectors running. I've let the projector running when I went on a holiday, came back, I'm like, oh shoot, now this machine is on. So I'm hard on myself. My machines run 24/7. I barely turn these things off. We do it in here because we're in the office. The office accumulates heat. In the house where we had more air circulation, and they didn't run all the time. I got projectors in the home front on right now. I got one in the kitchen is on right now. When I come in, I like to see them on. See that difference right there, people? Boom! Got to do these tests, man. Got to do these tests. Got to do those tests. Can't express enough how much you got to do these tests. So we've seen a gray screen do this against network gray 773, and you match that. See my stuff at the end of the day, how it doesn't match in any way whatsoever? That's the result you got to get. For anyone doing these tests, especially if we're not on a 4K tri-laser projector, we're projector 720p projector, WXGA, that's what we're running right now. That cost me $60. And I get a dull lamp at that. I'm running a dull lamp, picking up a white level, which I think this is more of a better challenge for us. I'm excited about this. This is a much better challenge. Because we're on a dull lamp. We don't even got the full capacity of what the projector can do because we're running on a dull lamp right now. So that's even more fun. When you really think about this, it's actually pretty exciting. Uh-oh, I'm about to do it. I'm so excited. Then have a projector with a fully intact lamp that's running and you can't read, you can't change the difference of your gray level versus another gray level. You're going to match it on a house paint, and that's a house paint right there. You're on a dull lamp. It's not even matching in any way whatsoever. See? So maybe everything happens for a reason. We're still going to do it, come back and do it at the full 36 and basically power it up, you know what I mean? But at a dull lamp, I'm still not matching this. And here we had a house paint, and mind you, it matched at $3,300. That is bad, really bad. Yeah, that Cinemax mess, that stuff matched the house paint. Let's get this white level going. The demonstration we're going to do with the new screen we got coming out, the tile that allows you to put a projector behind it. The minute it hits behind the back of that screen, your projector, no matter what the color capability, that screen will boost your color capability. It'll give you Infinity 1 contrast level. So you want to take that projector right there, stick it behind that technology, and take the P2 and stick it on a gray and white screen. See which one produces the star field better. 2 million to 1 contrast versus this projector over here that has only 4,000 to 1. Proving that the screen makes and breaks the screen. Makes and breaks the projector. So these are pretty short demonstrations. They don't last long. We just have to see the white levels are going. Let's go over here. Go anywhere. Red screen. Now I have to make sure that the screen is reading proper color next to a white surface, of course, because we don't want the colors coming up too dark. If colors come up too dark, that's why I can understand. Well, we can understand why. When we get people who do false demonstrations on a high-powered 4K ultra short-throw projector, and you're claiming that our products came up dark on a white surface would be higher white levels than an actual gray screen, you can't do it. Mind you, if it did the same thing it did in the apartment, that would have the same reaction every place else, including the batch number verification. And since it didn't do it in the batch number verification, this is a cool maybe 10 or higher $1 million lawsuit. I told you what happened over the voting machine nonsense. You got sued for $149 million. Gee, what's the weight? I don't even know how I would even handle that letter coming to me saying I actually going to pay that kind of money back. Yeah, that must have been a kicker right there. Well, you know how it works. Can't back it up. You know, you're in a lot of trouble. Anyway, let's move on. Blue screen. Now, say you didn't do any testing on your product at all. None at all, right? If someone did that to you, right, you're going to have a hard time trying to prove that your product does work. You really are going to have a hard time. And if you're just now, you can't show tests or previously of the product being tested before you sold it, you're going to get even bigger problems. Because you're going to show you launched something without knowing 100% it was going to work or not. So this will get you in trouble. And there you go. But on our behalf, this technology you're seeing right now, all the testing we showed off on this technology, we have tons of videos on all our products showing every single product being tested before it was ever sold to the customer. Can you buy it now? No, you can't. You know why? It's under testing. That's why. And the batch number verifications, you know why we can do those? Because the product was tested. So, if a product pops up in someone's apartment or wherever it's at, and it's claiming to do something that it's not, you're going to get a lot of trouble because we can back it and prove all testing on the product before it was ever sold. So you're going to owe me millions of dollars. And, most importantly, some time. Because again, violation, as it says right there, is punishable by imprisonment. Which means we file what we call a fraud charge against you. And the fraud charge carries a 30-year prison sentence if you're caught. That's what we file. We don't file harassment, we file fraud. Because it's a company. You're not dealing with like your neighbor next door. That's harassment. But when you attack a company and you do videos against the company making claims that it's not true, it's considered in the category of fraud that carries a 30-year prison sentence. Just so you know. There's green. Is our projector calibrated? Heck no. I hate to calibrate. I've never calibrated. One time I looked at went into calibration, I was like, we're never doing that ever. Never. Nobody wants to do calibration. I don't even want to do calibration. It's a freaking headache. And then someone tried to lie and say that calibrating is basically just changing the menu around, and you're changing your menu in your projector. That's not calibrating. That's adjusting. if that was the case, they wouldn't sell calibration software and discs and programs. I told you, I got a friend of mine who works for a movie company. He does calibration for movie machines. He can tell you right there and says, no, that's a lie. He goes to school. He had to go to school and get certified for calibrating. So if that's the case, that means everybody inside their projector moving things around are automatically certified technicians in the field of calibrating. Stop lying. Somebody said that, you know already. Purple screen. Now we're doing this on a dull lamp. Mind, we're on a dull lamp. And as for the person who made the statement that our products colors didn't come up correctly, we're still looking into that one and what we're going to do on that later. Because you should never make that statement. You owe me a bit of an apology. You do. You know how many tests I have done on color levels inside and out of my technology? So since that happened, it happened this year or last year? We're still on statute of limitations. We have to reach out to him. I'll have somebody contact him soon. Right now we're a little busy, but we'll have somebody reach out to him and have a little conversation with him. He did a nice review and all. I mean, don't get me wrong. He did a great review. I just don't like what he said. We do these all day. Boom. My colors didn't come out correctly. Guess what happens? That means that my customers outside wouldn't be able to read, and we wouldn't be able to push a 150-inch screen through a window. On top of that, we sent them the video of the sunlight piercing through a screen and the colors coming up. I told him, please make it make sense. Explain it to me. He hasn't reached back out to me. This is why I say that before you try yourself doing a review, know my company and what we do. See all my demonstrations. See the kind of work we do. Because if you second guess it, this will hurt you in the long run. He never saw that demonstration of screen absorbing sunlight. Now somebody said, well, you should be as white. We did this already. You should be as white as that surface. No, you don't want to be as white as that surface. That means you can't read color. Your white level balance is off. Purple screen. There you go. I know my stuff. Slow color changer. Now, for some reason, I take everything I do seriously, but then the day I like to have fun because we know we're going to pass the test. It's easy. Let me tell you something. You know the test, right? You go to school, you study and everything. Next year, you're ready to go. You're going to beat the daylights out of that test. You outside bragging about it to your friends like, man, I can't wait for this test. I'm going to jack this test up, man. I'm going to knock this test up, man. I'm going to beat this test. I'm going to take it. I'm going to pass this test. You just hyped up because you know you're going to pass it. You know you're going to pass it. You know it like the back of your hand. Even when it starts up, you're in there tapping on the desk, having fun, laughing, joking with your friends. Because anybody else that didn't study, what are they doing? They're nervous. They're counting their pencils over and over again, twiddling their fingers. They're nervous. They're hoping they do good on the test. But for a person that knows that test, when they're going to beat that test, they're not having a ball. They don't want to do it. They finished already. You finished already? Like, yep. What can I do? Put your head down. When I was coming to do it, was put your head down. When you finish that fast, you put your head down. Most people just break out their phone, put their headsets in, whatever. They allow you to do that, but when I was coming, you had to put your head down. You finished already. Beat the crap out of that test, and afterwards, like, how you think you did? Man, I crushed that test. You got there talking like you about to go into a ring and fight somebody. I crushed that test. I destroyed it. That's right, baby. I spent freaking 2 weeks studying that, man. Going to the library, getting in there, man. I got it, man. I got it, man. I'm getting myself something out of this. My parents said if I come out with a good grade, they're going to put half down on my car. This summer, we going out this summer. I'm getting that ride. Yeah, they're excited. So that's why I want to come back and have fun, because I know myself will crush it. That's the way now. Mind, we did this on site, remember? Bam. Let's see how well we do with the lights on a dull lamp.
New York Paris has reinvented hair color. It's the best hair color of your...
Put me back on, so it's a be at. There we go. Let's see what we do on a dull lamp. 24,000. We got lights out first. Let's do lights out first, and then we'll do the other one. This is easy. This is what most people see people doing right now, and they're dark demonstrations of art. Look at the color. Look at the... You're not dark, for goodness sakes. Gee whiz Louise, and your stuff still don't work. Let's do that. 4K snow screensavers. Let's do understanding every day. See? We've done this dozens of times. There's a couple more dozen times on this stuff over here. I'm gonna get me one of I got one in my collection. I might bring my old collection. I got an old ColecoVision handheld football with little dots on it. I'm not doing anything with it. I'm not even gonna sell it. So I'm gonna go play. You know, so I can bring it here and play with it while I'm doing demonstrations. Because you guys can watch the screen up. We go through this all day long. So I'm just gonna pull one of those out. I'm in a meeting. Pull that second on. Like, that's the old ColecoVision. Yes, it is. In condition with the 9-volt batteries in the back. That's when they get the 9-volt battery. Remember the 9-volt battery is the battery to get the 9-volt battery. The 9-volt battery did it all. I mean, now you gotta have these 20 freaking AA batteries, double D's and all that, man. Now you got basically your triple A's, A batteries. But the 9-volt did it all at one point for gaming. Snapping them in the back, hours and hours of gameplay. And your friends will bust on you on what kind of batteries you got ever ready with the cat on it, like a lightning bolt, like it's not gonna last long. You got that for the time being, and then they don't get you the door cells. You get the door cells, and that's the same thing with the boom boxes. And then you walking up and down, everybody's talking about this. They spend like $15 on freaking batteries on the back of your boom box. Never forget that. Stack of batteries. And people would brag, they pop the back, show the back, like what you got, the door sill back here, baby, door sill. Don't get them ever-ready batteries and cheap batteries and blue batteries with the yellow writing on them. They make your batteries last longer. You had to put them in the freezer. It worked too, on top of that, to tell you the truth. If you have some real bread, go out and get yourself battery chargers. Go to Radio Shack and get the chargeable batteries. You're doing all that, man. Now I seen a boombox today. I saw somebody walk with a boombox today. It wasn't as big as a boom, but this boombox had the lights and everything on it. And I was checking it out. I said, "Oh shoot!" I said, "Man, that's pretty cool to bring these things back." I was talking about the boomboxes we had back in the day, and now the ones that are chargeable. You plug it in the wall, you charge the boombox. How much money I would have been to save on batteries? I spent, man, we're working at Pizza Hut, making minimum wage. I had enough money basically to get some nice gear and stuff like that, but man, them batteries in my boombox, man, was a killer, man. And you had to have the good tape. You had to have the TDKs, the Sonys or the TDKs in there. Memorax, was it Memorax? Memorax or whatever. The good tapes. Now you got the cheap ones in there. The ones that get chewed up real fast and the music don't sound crystal clear, doesn't be crisp. That's a little bit of a boombox was an investment. Get the shoulder strap with it, the padding on it, dig into your shoulder. The box was so freaking heavy. And you can't put it down because if you put the boombox on the ground, it kills the batteries. So you always have it in your hand. And you didn't trust anybody with your boombox but you. It was like a portable DJ box. Oh man, I miss those days, man. But I saw somebody with a newer one. And I was like, are you kidding me? This is how they make them now? He said, yeah. I said, man, I'm old school, man. I come back when they first came out. They had the big boom boxes, people with the ghetto blasters. Now you plug them in and you charge them? I said, where the batteries go at? He said, you charge them and plug them. I said, what? Are you kidding me? I said, dude. I said, when I was coming up, man, you had to buy tons of batteries. He said, yeah. He said, my dad was telling me about all the batteries loaded in the back of them. You'd be excited, man. That was an exciting day, man. You come off, got the Saturday off from work. Put your gear on, load up your batteries in the back of your boombox, put your Kango on, your Gazelles, got your jewelry on, do your little poses on the corner to the side, little poses. Got your Adidas with the laces or the Fat Line New York City laces in them. Got the name belt in the front. You would tuck it in so people can see your name exposed in the front. And word to your mother, word is born. I miss those days, man. Those are days you had a lot of fun. You would walk on with the driving gloves on. Yeah, a little bit of everything. Yeah, the Duran. That's when England pop culture was huge. At Friday night videos, everybody had their hair stuck in weird colors or freaking hair coming down the side of their faces and stuff. They had the freaking spikes and freaking people had the Prince area. People a little thin. The Puerto Ricans had that down pat. They had it down pat. Because the only ones can grow that, man. They could grow that easily. They can grow that thin mustache easily, faded up real nice. They had that Prince look, had the hair done, and people didn't look at you like you was this, that, and the other. No, like the guy said, and Charlie Murphy, the guy who looked more like he was getting all the girls, he was not joking with that. Yeah, that Prince era, the Boy George era, yeah. People see somebody walk with Boy George or they make it like, oh shoot, got that Boy George era popping on. That's what I'm talking about. It was a little bit of everything. That's what I like about the 80s. The 80s was the best when it came to music, food, entertainment, and fashion. Was the 80s. Because it was a bit of everything in there. Then you had the heavy rockers, you know what I mean, like White Snake, Aerosmith, all those guys back in the day. Kiss. Kiss was more like in the 70s, but still Kiss did rock in the 80s too. But man, yeah, people had come to me, the white boys had these skin tight jeans on, and they had the freaking bandanas tied around the legs with the boots and everything, and the belt, multiple belts overlapping each other with the shirt, little chest popped open, a little chain or maybe something tied around the neck or whatever, little spike. Man, then you had the metal era with the spikes and all that stuff, and yeah, the safety pins and all that stuff like that. Yeah, it was a pretty good era. Everybody had their own thing, but everybody accepted everybody's style, no matter what. Then you had the prep boys. The prep boys had the roll-up sleeves, little argyle sweaters with the bow ties and everything, little pleated pants, little loafers. And then later on, Miami Vice came out, and then everybody was rocking the Florida and California style. Pastel suits, socks, no socks, loafers on, t-shirts with a blazer with the sleeves rolled with the G-Shock watch and the Ray-Ban glasses. That's a good era. It was. I remember the first time I got myself a Sony Walkman, and I went over to Walmart, and they had the Miami Vice soundtrack. Best soundtrack that I ever listened to on the way home. Best. Phil Collins, all on there. Yeah. That was a great time to be alive. I got a chance to change my style in so many different ways, man. I went from hip-hop, I went to prep, I went to metal, all that, man. All those different, I did get a chance to get all those different styles. Public Enemy came out. Everybody's walking those giant, huge watches around their neck. My mom was like, every day, it's always something with you, man. What's this now? She said, keep from laughing. I said, what is this? Why you got a clock around your neck? My brother Mike used to always bust on me like, what? Every time I come to Duran Duran era, I had my hair moosed up. It came down the side of my face. That was my hair, Duran Duran. Anarchy t-shirts and all that stuff. Ripped up jeans. What's it called? What the boots were called? Doc Johnson. The Doc Johnson boots. I had a couple pair of them. I've been different colors with the different colored gels and stuff. So every time I come to the barber, it was always something different. But that day I got caught up in Public Enemy. I had the painter hat flipped to the side. I was like, yeah, boy. Had the big clock in the front. Brother was like, so, what time is it? I hate it when people say that to me all the time. I had this big old clock on my chest. You couldn't run with that on, by the way. That's what it beat your chest in. You had to hold the clock. You see somebody holding with the clock. Yeah, those things were huge. But yeah, every time I come here, there's always something with this one. Every time we come here, there's always something weird you got going. Oh man, it was a fun era to be in. That was a fun era to be in. Yeah, I kept changing my style. Every time I was changing my style. Got the sweatsuits when you all the sweatsuits, the cotton sweatsuits, Gucci sweatsuits, Adidas sweatsuits. That was that era. Nothing but sweatsuits. I was wearing the sweatsuits, the Gazelles, and I was wearing the Kangos. That's all would rock. Yep, that was a good era to be in, man. The Gucci's, the Lotto sneakers. I had a couple of Lotto sneakers. The Ponies, Kangaroos, all of them had them sneakers. The Georgetown Knights, the patent leathers. I had them in gray, I had them in blue, I had them in red, I had them in green. The Air Jordans, before y'all had them Air Jordans, we had all of them. The snake skin, the patent leather version. They had them in black and blue. They had them in black, red, and white. They had them in basically black and red. I had all of those. The Reebok pumps, yeah, that was not a fun experience. I bought them. They were fun for you to pump them up. But man, you walk out in the rain and air, and water gets caught up in those chambers, and you got some squeakies on your hands. They squeaked when you got water up in them. The Air Force Knights. I had the Air Force Knights. They had the yellow sole, and it kind of had a pepper black in it. All that stuff back in the day. The Brooklyns. Oh man. Troops. I had Troops too. Georgetown Knights. And I had Troops. Troops came out. Alright, let's get this slow color changer. We'll do that again. Got this on this time. We're on a faded screen, but we gotta do it. Test or test. So begin the process again. Fully lit environment on a faded on a dull on our dull lamp. Just because the lamp is dull doesn't mean we have to still be in a fully lit environment to do the test. It makes no difference. It still has to do the test. No excuses. You think because the lamp's dull I'm going to have the lights up? No, we have to do this. No excuses. We have to make sure that thing is going to read against a white screen, because that's what I'm going against. I'm going against a white screen. That's what I got to face. So when I go into an environment, they got a white screen, and I have to show that ultra-short projector is going to read in that environment with all the light. And as you can see, it's doing quite well. We're doing this on a dull lamp, so we're working at half the projector's capability because the lamp has to be changed. We're trying to get it in done now before the flickering process starts on it. When the flickering process starts on it, then we got problems. Because then we can't use it for anything at all, period. It's just going to blow out. So while I got a chance to get something out of it, I might as well do it now. At least we got it done, right? And we still got to come back in and do it again. Because again, I have to do multiple demonstrations on ultra-short does. We got TV technology we're working on. We got that transparent rear screens we're working on. And I still want to do more demonstrations on this. But I want to do it with the lamp at full capacity. Messy environment. Let's get to work tonight. It's messy. Alright, cool. We're picking up nicely. I'm going to cut this thing up. I'm going to cut this and use this for the cloth demonstration against the surface. Okay. Back around. There's a type of hideaway box over there. There's multiple boxes he goes to. It's one of the highway boxes. There's two of them usually for this environment. Okie doke. 4K snow screensaver. Whew.
At Wayfair, we're game for every style.
You might know Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know is performance.
Okay, skip right there. Mother George, really? Mother George. Mother George. How about that dog? How about that dog? Yeah. I'm gonna give me a Pac-Man screen. I can't wait. I'm gonna do it with the new fluorescent colors. So we definitely have to build a PC in there. Put a PC on my screen. Put a computer in there. Once you can see through the screen, you can see the computer on the other end, inside of it. All of them dedicated to Pac-Man. Nothing but Pac-Man. All the Pac-Man games I can possibly find on PC, I'm downloading. Making the ultimate Pac-Man PC setup. I can play Pac-Man all day. Some of you kids would be adoring it. I love Pac-Man. Why would you do that? That's the most boring game of all times. I might do some Space Invaders and stuff, but mostly Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man so much. I'm getting myself a full Pac-Man arcade stick with it. I'm getting one. It's gonna be a bit pricey, but I want one. I want it for my new screen. My new quarters. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be an extra size screen. It's gonna be a 43-inch one of these panels right here. But it's gonna have that fluorescent coating on it. Whoops. So we got a little piece of stiff plexiglass for it. Put that thing together. And go just slide it down the side of the hill like, oh, whatever, we're just going to go down this hill. Starfield screensaver.
Giving that some key.
Let me get the certified screen out. Do that one next. We got to do that one on the long throw because, again, this is not ultra strict open panel. course, that's the easy one. Now, to show you that the lamp is dull, again, so I'll do this demonstration too. This projector is 3600 lumens. It does not sit in eco mode. As you can see, right there in the front, no eco mode, which means it's running at 3600 lumens. Projector behind me, we have here, which is a Christie LW400, is running in eco mode. And again, you see it's at a farther distance from the screen we have over here. At 3600 lumens, that means that that projector should be more powerful than this one because it sits closer to the screen than this one. Closer to the projector, the higher your lumen count still stays intact. Fire this projector up. You'll see that this projector will overshadow this one even at 2500 lumens. You know why? Because this projector is operating on a dull lamp. It should be far brighter than this. If you saw the demonstrations of me in the carrying place walking around, same model projector I was using, except for that projector had a brand new lamp in it, the same lamp it's wearing right now, which means it's time to change the lamp. Now, for most people at the end of the day, it would take you forever to burn through one of these things. Me, on the other hand, I use these for work constantly all the time. I leave projectors running for days. I'm known for being very hard on myself, so I burn stuff out really quick. As you can see, even the introduction page is brighter. And there you go. So, if this projector here had the lamp in it, it'd be looking like that. But it can't because the lamp is dull, which means I did the entire demonstration on a dull lamp in an environment that has roughly 24,000 lumens in the ceiling. And was able to get the screen to produce a brighter color over a white surface. And color levels, our contrast levels pulled with no problem, and showing you black versus black and so forth. Let's go right here for a minute. What the heck are we playing over here? What's all this? White screen. So the black paint doesn't read on my projector here, right? And then we flip it over. Doesn't read on the ultra short through either. Because it's black paint. Black paint doesn't read on our stuff. Again, fabric. I wear all the time. T-shirts. T-shirt, as you can see, doesn't read. Doesn't make up. So we should put this back. Doesn't read there. Doesn't read there. Whether it be long throw, ultra short throw, it doesn't read. This is a whole step up when we do black versus black demonstrations. We started something new because we were bored of the other ones. We've done them too many. So we're going to take two projectors, short throw and ultra short throw, overlap themselves and have both of them do black on black at the same time. New challenge has been now introduced into the field of people who call themselves having professional products. You should be able to do this. Right? Right. Oops, it's coming down. Boom! Gooch. long throw, short throw, long throw, short throw, long throw, short throw. You should be able to do that. You should be able to match none of that at all, period. That's going to be a new challenge you're going to have with involving this technology. You have to do 2 projectors, ultra short throw and long throw, at the same time, and you'll have to show the difference between your product and black paint or fabrics or whatever. You're going to have to show, or gray paint. You have to do that. Instead of doing that night, went through 1, now you have to do it through 2. Because we started doing it that way because you know why? We do so many of these demonstrations, we get bored of this. It's no longer exciting anymore. We've done too many times. Which people who have these great products or gunmetal, whatever you have in the day, you haven't done any of these tests yet. And this is why I said in the day that when you see us doing these crazy tests, this is why it's important to get yours started, because we can up the ante anytime we want. And now we're going to up the ante with 2 projector setups, overlays on black versus black. Black versus black, gray versus gray, projector overlay demonstration tests. Customers are going to want to see that. That's what scares them. And the reason why they need us to lead the picture, because the more crazier demonstrations we do, the more the customer is going to expect them to do the same thing. And that means it's going to up the ante for them. That means they're going to have to work twice as harder. So now, new challenge. This is going to be a match or better challenge. I told you we're going to have one. We weren't going to have one for the paint, but now we are going to have one. Matching better. Dual. Projector setup. Show me the difference between your product and everyday household paints. And mine, you can have this environment, I don't mind. I'm on a dull lamp while I'm doing this. Kadoosh. 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 See right here? I block the projector. Now you got to do it. And you haven't done the first ones yet. I got to do these. This is what makes them bitter. This is makes them angry toward Mr. Bird. Because every time we turn around, we're doing something crazy, and the customers now expect for you to do it. Neck action. Wait a minute. So we're going over this doohickey. Wait, I don't know if you're running. There we go. Red screen. Go. Kaboom. White screen. White screen. Do 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 do. Hey, let's do this instead. This will be fun. Wait, we have to go that way, right? Where's the bed set? On this side, right? To go to Spain. Yeah, bring this down. Let's get the stand out of the way. That'd be nice. Let's get the surface we have here. Red screen.
Getting that for YouTube.
Our screen's not even in the equation of this right now. At this point, I'm just going to overlaps. White screen.
Getting that for YouTube.
I forgot, we gotta be on a tilt on this. We didn't adjust it on this side. Ah, man. Can we go into the adjustments for this? Should have put it on portrait. I'm thinking portrait. Now we gotta do it this way, but it's working impossible hard to do it that way. Okay, wait, how about this? How about we do it this way? We're bring this over here. Get this around here, right there. Oh, didn't mean to turn that off. Alright, let me see. Our record's on this side. I'm trying something crazy. So this here. Before we do that, let's get this down so I can get access to the portrait in this section here, because we can't read it from there. Let's see. Alright, that's why we couldn't read it. Alright, I need to go into here, to this setting here, and go down to, let me see, landscape, put in the portrait, and now, come on, get out of the way, wires. Put that there, put that here, and then we're done with this. Yeah, I can do multi-screen on here. Set up. Going up. Let me see. I need a portrait. Got portrait on this one. All right. Let me see. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Yeah. This one here. Okay. Let me see. I need a focus. Yeah, focus is good. Focus is good. All right. Let me see. I need to go into my wallpaper for this. Let's get out of that. Into my wallpaper. Let's see. Give me. Where's the long wallpaper? I need long wallpaper. Long wallpaper. Let me see here. So we do it on technology and have so much fun. Mm. There we go. Where's the adapter for this? Uh-oh. Shit, in there. People, we don't care about safety. Something I was watching was funny. Guy was rapping, and I guess they were having some kind of party or something, whatever it was, and the people kept walking in the way of where the guy was trying to tell them not to go to because there's a hazard over there. Where's the, what's going for this? Here it is. So, we need some way to reach out to him, grab the microphone from the guy with the rap and have fun. But like, people, you gotta care about safety, right? Oh, shoot. This is just peachy. Come on, man. Let's work with me. We're doing something here. Work with me. Don't fight me. Work with me. This spiritual moment spurs going off in my head right now. I'm gonna check this out. I'm done with the testing. We're done. I just want to do something real quick. I just saw something I'm going to do. I'm going to get it all to run. There we go. Running 2 projectors. I want to do a 2 projector setup. I got to keep forgetting that the equipment we had, we got more than enough to fit because that right there would do portrait with no problem. We do 1 in portrait and 1 in regular right there. But freaking whatchamacallit, dare you fight me. Do not get in the way of progress. Progress will reign through. No matter what, progress will reign through. Man. Look how insane that looks. How clean that looks, man. Welcome to the table. Now let's go over here and let's get this. Let's shrink this baby. There we go. Then we're gonna need something for this. We got crap. Why do we never have what we want? That's not gonna work. Oh, it's gonna be that one. Alright. Bring it up a little bit more. Need a bigger desk. Need a bigger boat. Need a bigger everything. People, you gotta care about safety, right? Alright, we need to get this over there. Alright, what if I move this over here? Alright, and I gotta bring this. This is why you need lens shift for everything. Lens shift is so important. It's not even funny how important lens shift is for everything. Because we can just, this over here, we can't because we don't have lens shift on this thing. And that's locked in all as far as it's going to go. Alright, I know what I have to do. Can we get it this way? No, we gotta improvise. Always gotta improvise. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's fine, so that's not gonna work. Let me see. If we put this here, we can lens shift that there and put this over here. Where's the heat kicking out? Oh, heat's kicking out on this side. So no, that'll slam the projector. That'll definitely hit the projector. If we have it on that side, it'll definitely hit the projector. We don't want this. What is this traveling in? We're in what? With this menu. What are we at on here? 4.3. What are we doing here? What's the clickety click on here? We're in full. So that's in full. It doesn't have 16.9. What does it have here? It does have 16.9. That's 16.9. Okay, that's 16.9. 16.9 shortens it by so much. I'm gonna go back to the full. Why does full look a lot like 4.3? It just does. Like 4.3 for some strange reason. It just does. Let me see. Let's kick it. But I do like the bigger screen though. So I'm gonna go back and menu. So this projector we paid $10 for. It's my $10 projector I paid for. Go with the full. Why would you ask for remote controls? We literally are right here with remote controls. Ask for something we already got remote controls for. Let me see. I'm over in my PC. Do we have the cables for the one that's in the PC from here to here? Should have it, because I'm gonna do my wallpaper. Let's see my wallpaper. Oh, this is not my plan. That was way off. Let me see. HMI's over here. Can you? That is definitely not going to reach. What kind of HMI is that? Alright, let me swap out. We're going to take this one out. This HMI is actually much shorter. We'll take this one out and put it in here. Then I'm going to my PC to this. On this side over here. I don't want to do the fire stick. I'm doing PC. Let's see if we can get this to work. All the insanity is going on right now on my desk. So put that there. You're going to go there. And you, let me see. Come on, where are you at on this? What's going on over here? Come on. Gimme. What's going on? Clickety click, where you at? Let's get you out of here. Alright, let me see how we're doing this. We're going to have to put this over here. See the stuff we got to do when it comes to rearranging stuff? So let's get everybody off the desk right now. We got to do a little rearranging. I want to do a dual screen setup today on this paint. But in order for me to do that, I got to switch some stuff around. Because right now, the projectors, this one doesn't have lens shift, but it's tilting on one side because it's halfway off the table, which we don't want that. So let's get this out of the way first. Get this mess sorted out so it looks a lot more professional. Top will give me a minute because he's ranting like, I want to be out of here. You'll be out of there in a minute. Let me sort. Because I can't sort while you do dumb stuff. When he does it, he gets mad and he does stuff against me because he gets angry because he wants to be out. And when he gets mad, he basically takes it on me. I'm going to do this to you right now because I'm mad. Rah. All right, come on. Get over here. Come on. Fight. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. We're working on something here. Let's work together on this. Come on. Stop it. Sorry. Me arguing with my stuff. Yeah, I argue with my stuff. I do. Alright, let me see. So this is all that we got that went over. That's it. That's as far as we got. Mother freaking George. What's the point? We didn't do anything wrong. We've passed over. It's not that far over. Oh, I like the stress, man. It's nothing but stress. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with me? You move the screen. Don't even ask. Don't ask. Don't ask. All I do is just move the screen. I literally. Nerdy. Okay. 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 That's a new one for us. Okay. Yeah. All we gotta do is just move the screen. Literally, the screen's movable. Jeez. My friend's gonna be cracking about that. You just figured that out with the move the screen? Like it just dawned on me to move the screen. Alright, so then that means we can have, where's the heat coming at? We can't have this side, because I forgot heat blows on this side. So please want to make contact with this projector, which we don't want, because this will cook this machine. We don't want this machine getting cooked. So you gotta bring this back over here. Alright, now we can bring this over here because we could just move the screen. The door. That's the door, my bad. The door. Because literally all I had to do was just move the screen. That's all I had to do. That's all I had to do. That's funny. So I'm like, wait a minute. How is this not working? Pink dimension. You need to move the screen, right? Alright, let me see what we got going on here. I need a shorter one for this one. It's the shorter one. One for this one. And change that wallpaper. Wait. We have to change that wallpaper. This one's gone to the wrong one. This is not set for portrait mode. This is set for portrait mode. Let me see. Yeah, that's portrait. This one's not portrait. Alright, cool. So we got this one right here. Where's that cable for this one? HMI cable for this one is where it's not right there. It's got to be on the floor somewhere where I threw it at. Let's track that down. Where do we put it? Alright, how much time we got on here? How much time did we kill through? Oh man, okay, we got to kill it here. Come back in, let's do a dual projector setup because I need you separate for the short throw test. So we'll be back in. Gotta go. Oh man.